So everyone's always complaining. A lot of guys are complaining about this whole gold digger thing. Oh, women are only here for money. They only want you for your money. That's not true, right? That's just what you lead with. If you're a guy, you have money, you have a lot of money, women are going to go for what you have, what you're providing to them, which is money. That's what you're leading with. That's your whole personality because you have nothing else. You have nothing else to offer. You're not charismatic. You're not jacked. And you're not handsome. You're nothing. You literally are just a bank account that they see that they can use to get the resources they need to survive in the world. It's human nature. It's literally just human nature. But a lot of guys don't understand that. So they always say, oh, women just want guys with money. No, they'll settle for a guy with money. But they really want the guy who has all of it. Handsome, very attractive, very masculine, jacked, in shape. That's what, if you have all of that, you've already beat the game. But a lot of you're thinking that women just want guys with money. So all you're doing, you're focused on money. And you may not even be focused on money for women. You may just be focused on money because you want to make more money. You want to escape the rat race and all of that. I get it. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm not saying don't go make money. But I'm saying don't go and only focus your entire life on money. Don't go lead with social conversations when it comes to money. Even talking to people who aren't women, talking to men who you're just trying to connect with. You lead with money, they're going to only see you as a bank account. They're only going to see you as the next opportunity. It's not just women. Men are also gold diggers when it comes to networking, right? If you lead with that. But if you lead with a very masculine frame, you lead with attractiveness, you lead with some level of physicality, you become an asset because you're you. See, when a woman is attracted to you because you're attractive, you're jacked, you're masculine, all of that, you have an aura about you, that's when life becomes a lot easier for you. That's when you get the money, it just amplifies everything. Now you're giving her the lifestyle. All women do want the lifestyle for sure. They either want it for themselves, so they'll go with a guy who has money so they can use that money to fund that lifestyle or have that guy fund the lifestyle. But here's the kicker to it. When women go with guys who are just leading with money, they're always going to have the guy on the side who's attractive, jacked, that can actually fulfill her fantasies visually. But if you just have money, and some of you in my audience right now, you may be just focused on money, which there are periods in life where you just focus on money. But what I'm telling you is, if you can also become jacked, become attractive, build your physical aura, there is no reason why you can't find a woman who is not just looking at you in terms of a golden ticket when it comes to money. There's no gold digger. Gold diggers don't exist for men who have that. None. Because why would they? Your lead magnet is you, how you look, how you present yourself, how you speak, who you are. That's your lead magnet. When it comes to just the rich guy who looks like a sack of oatmeal or has a pencil neck because he made a ton of money in e-com or whatever it is, and he just looks skinny and he's timid, he's shy, he can't talk to people because all he did was lock himself in a room and lock in and go hard for literally 3 years and literally can't talk to anybody. Then he's surprised when all his money is gone, when he tries to go in social situations and tries to talk to people, and people are literally just taking money from him, smooth talking him into taking more money. Women are smooth talking him into taking more money, literally robbing him. And the biggest reason for that is because, one, he didn't touch grass, and two, he didn't build himself. He didn't build himself into an attractive character. See, I'll give you a story about me. So a lot of y'all know, I'm in a relationship. I have a girl, and it's funny. I was talking to my girl in the very beginning, and not even in the beginning. This was probably in the middle. We were talking about, just relationships in general, experiences. And I remember she told me, and I've seen this in real time too, like before we even got together for real, there was literally like guys who are rich, who were at the country club she used to work with, right? And they would hit on her all the time. They'd be like, oh, I want you to come live with me in my Florida beach house or whatever, a Florida mansion. They would offer all of these things, and she would literally say no, right? Because that's not the attractive pillar that a lot of women are looking for. They just go with the money if that's the only thing that you provide, and that's literally all they're looking for. But the goal is you have to have all of that. And now look at me coming in the picture, and I'm seeing her, and she's just physically attracted to me. I'm charismatic, so I can speak to her. She has no idea what I do. I don't have the level of money that a lot of these guys have, yet I get the same woman that they want. And the reason for that literally is because I've built the physical presence. I've built the charisma. The charisma also comes from the physical presence. If you don't have the physical presence, you won't have the charisma. You may have the charisma for a little bit, but it takes a lot of energy to put out that level of charisma if you don't have the physical presence to attach to it. So when I started realizing this, I started thinking like, wow, it's really not about money. Money is literally just a byproduct. And money will also be a byproduct if you are attractive. You will get a lot more opportunities. You'll get a lot more people handing you literally money-making opportunities, people doing favors for you when you don't even ask. I live this life all the time, so I'm telling you this from personal experience. When I didn't have a dollar to my name, I still had the same access that somebody with money had, simply because of the look, right? Simply because of the physical stature. Because I appeared successful, right? But I didn't have to lead with money to prove that I was successful. That's the difference that you have to understand. That's what a lot of men don't understand. That's why a lot of men get trapped in the gold digger cycle, because they focus on just money. They lead with money as their lead magnet. They pull a lot of women. They pull a lot of women who are looking for that, because if you lead with that, that energy is going to get you the people who are actually looking for that. It's going to attract those types of people. But if you have some level of substance, if you actually have built yourself up to be a man who is masculine, who is physically capable, who is charismatic, who is everything else, you will attract people who want you for you, not the money that you have. They're not pocket watching you. Women aren't trying to pocket watch you and figure out what you have. They're not looking at the watch on your wrist. They're not looking at the type of car you're driving. They're not looking at your house. And here's the thing. If you happen to have the money and you get jacked and you get charismatic and all of those other intangibles, now you've beat the game. You won. You're good. Now you can have whatever you want and keep whatever you want. And opportunities are just endless at that point. But a lot of people, they neglect that side. They neglect the superficial side of life because they think like, oh yeah, and honestly, money is superficial as well, right? When you have watches and you have cars, that's a superficial thing. But they lack the idea or the understanding that the other superficialities are what actually raise you up to the top effortlessly. When you have money, you still have to put in some effort. You still have to do some showmanship. When you have the look, when you have the body, when you have the charisma, you don't need to put in that much work. Trust me, fellas. I know this from personal experience. And the guys who know me will say the same thing. I never had to put in work. Never. Never had to be this outlandish character. Never had to, be this different type of guy. Never had to change my personality. Never. Because I built myself up. I worked on myself. I worked on the physique. I worked on the confidence that came with the physique. I worked on just overall, just how I look. I've worked on that. Right? And now I'm fortunate because I'm at a point where, yes, I'm working on business and I'm working on a lot of different things. Opportunities are coming. So I can kind of let that go for a little bit. That's why, I don't get haircuts as much as I need to. I will when I get to that point, when that phase of life comes up where I'm going to start going for acting and modeling and things like that. But right now it's straight business, right? So, but I've built so many years of just building myself that I can let that go to a certain extent. I always got to maintain, but I don't need to go super hard on that. And that's where you need to be. You need to get to a point where you've put in all this work on your face. You've put in all this work. And when I say doing all this work on your face, I mean just basic grooming. When you've done all this, when you've built the muscle and you have all of these health reserves, you can go do whatever you want. And now you're on autopilot. Now opportunities are coming your way effortlessly. Put in the work now. Get jacked now. Get attractive now. Be charismatic now. Your future self will thank you when all those women are coming to you, not for your money, but for you. And you can see the genuine desire. This is what rich people don't have, even in their wives. If they're not attractive, if they're not physically attractive. If they're not physically attractive, they don't have genuine desire from their wives. And their wives will go with the local personal trainer, get wrung out, and then come back to them with a smile on their face, happy that they're finally satisfied. And they're going to keep moving and they're going to keep thinking like, oh, I have money, so she likes me. Oh, I have money, so she likes me. No, she likes the money. She doesn't like you. She doesn't like what you stand for. She doesn't like what you symbolize. She doesn't like any of that. It's embarrassing to her. Women are on social media now. We can't stop that. Women are posting on social media. If she's not posting you on social media, she doesn't really like you, bro. Like, she's not really proud to have you. See, us as men, we're trophies. We're supposed to be trophies. I know a lot of the rhetoric is women are the trophies, men are... No, men are the trophies. Women want to be able to brag about you to their friends. I know it sounds superficial, but that's just human nature. They want to tell people that they have literally the top man genetically, physically, that looks the part. And when you have money, it's just an added bonus because now you're improving her quality of life. Not just her social life, not just her social standing, not just her public perception. You're improving her actual quality of life when you start making money. So yes, I'm telling you all of this to say, keep trying to make money. You have to do that. You as a man need to build resources. But also don't neglect how you look. Don't neglect your physical presence. Go to the gym. Eat as clean as you possibly can. Clean up your diet. Make sure that you're good. Lean down your face. Lean down your physique. Get down to less than 15% body fat. Do all of that because that's going to help you in the long run. And you'll have a lot more reserves to be able to give out. So if there's one thing you can take from this, just know gold diggers do not exist for handsome, jacked, and charismatic men whatsoever. They don't exist. They don't. And the women who are gold diggers will change the way that they think for the guy who looks like who they genuinely desire. Period, point blank. All right? So I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next video.